Start your day off right with this morning intuitive yoga flow where we will move our bodies in ways that feels good, in ways that invites more energy and a liveliness in our day. Let's get to it. Join me at the top of your mat, my lovely light, rooting your feet down and taking a moment really to just settle and get rooted as you lift up the toes, bringing the balance off, and then lifting up at the heels. Finding your body's alignment today as you lift through the toes. Exhaling as you reach the heels up high to the sky, really engaging through the front of the feet and the back of the toe pads. Finding your alignment for today. Rocking back and forth on the front to the heel pads. And maybe you're noticing that your body is feeling a little off balance. And this whole process of being intuitive in your body is acknowledging where you are in your body and finding what it is that you need. Inhale, rooting the feet down. Hands float up to the sky, bringing the hands on the sides of the ears as we come in for a skull shining breath. We will exhale to the right and then inhale to the left. This breath comes short and quick through the belly button, like so. So assign one movement to one breath, and you can take these as slow or as quick as feels good for you, being intuitive with your movement here. Awakening that heat in the belly. Allowing your breath to be your guiding force. Allowing the breath to move you. Feeling that heat, that fire in the belly, that energy as you slow down, meeting back at center. Exhaling the hands as you wiggle side to side, feeling that alive energy, really rooting your right foot down and really engaging through the side body. Inhaling the opposite foot as you press the body down, really finding this movement in the body. So it's like a half of a chair pose, and you will trace a line that goes up and around through the back side. The balance might be just behind you. Or can you trace that line? You might lose your balance a little bit over to the opposite side. So the foot can rest on the side of the foot, or you can flatten the foot down. Inhale, rising the hands up to the sky, coming for a Namaste Mudra, tipping towards the side that the foot is bent. Testing your center of balance as you allow your breath to guide you here, getting this beautiful side stretch. And in the leg, inhaling the breath in. Send it away. Lovely. Welcome focus within your gaze. Send the breath away. Welcome in inhalation. Exhale. Activating through the belly and the bottom. You can tip a little bit deeper here, really stretching out that side body. Lovely work, my beautiful light. Finding what you need. As you exhale back to center, hands come to the hips, and then retracing that foot back around for this half of a circle, zoop, all the way back, around to the front, and then backing up into place. Beautiful. Exhale, shift the hips side to side. You can massage on the top of the hip flexors. This time, left foot reaches down, really pressing into the earth. Activate through ankle to knee to hip. And we'll inhale the body up and then tipping back down into the seat. So this time, Your right foot is going to trace forward, and then that half circle that comes around and then crossing over the back of the ankle. So really tapping into your focus and how you can align your body here in an intuitive way. This is an inner listening way, really engaging through the sit bones and the core and tracing that line around using a focal point for balance. The foot can stick back behind you, or if you really want to test your center of balance, you can come on the edge of the foot, or you can release the toe flat on the earth. You might need to find a generous bend in the legs as you inhale, hands float up to a prayer position. Exhale, tip towards the left hand side. Welcome the breath in, finding your focus. And tapping into our intuition is an integral part of our awakening journey. This is that inner knowingness, that inner voice, which usually can be the first thought that we get, not the second, third, or fourth. So tapping into your focus and noticing the mind and where it's taking you as you find strength in your body, getting this lovely side stretch in, sending the breath away. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, testing your center of gravity. Foot traces back around, slow and steady, coming back to center. Lovely light. Wonderful. Meeting me at the short edge of your mat, root to rise, hands float high to the sky. Exhale, forward fold, taking a moment to heavy the arms, heavy the head. If your hamstrings are feeling really tight, blocks can be awesome, and a generous bend to the knees and a round spine can be your best friend in Uttasana, a forward fold. Really noticing any tension or tightness in the head. Maybe you want to intuitively rock side to side, shaking your head a little yes, shaking your head a little no. Finding a fluid movement that feels good for you in your body. Exhale, right foot steps back, left foot steps back, floating to the knees for a version of a kneeling plank. Welcome the breath in. Exhale, sinking back to the sit bones with hands reaching forward for a happy puppy pose. Exhale, coming forward. So you can always come up on the feet for this backwards kind of downward facing dog to plank position. Always option on the knees. Exhale, pressing back from a downward facing dog into the hands and for a plank. Exhale, back, really opening, spreading out through the shoulders, hugging through the belly and the tummy and the bottom. You can come to the knees here, always an option. Finding intuitively what it is that you need within your body in this morning practice to really awaken that sense of you that's within you. Finding a fluidity within these downward dog to plank positions, activating through all of the muscles, through the arms and fingers, spine, and the bottom. You can exhale those blocks out of the way, finding stability in your plank, whether it's a kneeling plank. Hug through the elbows, knit the ribs together for a chaturanga variation. Inhale for a Bhujangasana, a little back bend cobra pose, raising through the front of the chest and just noticing any tension or tightness in your chest as you welcome the inhalation. Exhale it away. Squeezing through the bottom, nestling down in the pelvic wall, welcoming this gentle opening of your heart center. Exhale, pressing down and back for downward facing dog, really hollowing out through the front body, pedaling out the heels, being intuitive in your movement in your downward facing dog. Being mindful that the hands are grippy down on the mat and finding what your hips need, what your knees need, what do your feet need in this movement. Intuition is listening to those inner whisperings, those inner callings. Exhaling the left foot down, right foot can touch back. This is your version of three-legged dog. Maybe it's hovering, maybe you can reach the toes up, up, up towards the sky wherever you are in your practice. You can bend through the knee and slowly journey that knee forward into that more of that plank and then stepping the foot forward. Sometimes it can be easier said than done. So if you need a helping hand, grab the back of the thigh and walk it forward to give yourself help. Inhale up on that hind leg, lifting the body up for a standing lunge. Beautiful. Inhaling the body. If you're feeling off whack and off balance, really open and find stability within that hind foot and the front foot rooted down. Hands can come to cactus arms. And again, wobbly natures can be in our body. So intuitively align your body. Hips face the short edge of the mat. Inhale, hands raise up. Exhale as we bend for a simhasana, a lovely lion's breath. Tucking the tail in towards the chin. Inhale in this fun, intuitive, anger-releasing breath. Rise it up. Exhale, send it away. Bend to that front knee. Inhale, root to rise. Exhale. Releasing some anger, some frustration you've been holding on to. Inhale it up. Gather, gather, gather tension and release. So lovely here. Exhaling that hind foot down. So the hind foot is at a 45-degree angle. Begin by straightening the legs, hinging from the heart for a pyramid pose. So this hinge comes from the heart. Depending on where you are with your hamstrings and your hips, this posture will look different for us all. You can reach for the top of the thigh, the shin, or a set of blocks here, finding strength within the pyramid, within this lovely triangle pose between the legs. Welcoming an intuitive breath that floats in. Exhales it away. Rooting your feet down. Allowing your intuitive nature to be your guide throughout your practice. Lovely. Exhaling the left hand down. And right hand can come down too to a set of blocks if that feels good for you, finding your stability. So coming in for a warrior 3 variation, wherever you are, the hind foot can float back and up. The hands can find a prayer position, a namaste mudra. The hands can float to the sides or in an airplane, finding strength in a Virabhadrasana 3, a warrior 3, really rooting through that foot. And then extending that hind leg down, hands reach down for a plank position. Modification always to come to the knees. Exhale, really hollowing through the front body, finding strength in the body. Inhale, rocking forward, chaturanga, slowly float down. You can take a back bend of your choice. Maybe it's a bhujangasana or an upward facing dog. Exhale, pressing down and back, downward facing dog. Lovely light. Welcome the breath in. Exhaling away, resetting your body in your downward facing dog. Finding your foundation in an intuitive movement. This time, opposite foot, left heel comes up towards the sky for your variation of a 3-legged dog. Welcoming the breath in. You can bend the knee, gently traveling the knee towards the chin and stepping the foot forward. Maybe you need a helping hand and help yourself, ba-dunk-a-dunk-dunk, that foot forward. Inhale, root to rise, standing up in the standing lunge. Hands reach up to the sky, finding your own balance, bending through the elbows, really rooting down, finding an intuitive breath here. Exhale, floating it away. Straightening that front leg, exhaling the breath in the hind foot down for a warrior 1. Inhale for that simhasana breath. Exhale, bending into the front knee and then straightening, gathering any tension or tightness here and releasing it. Allowing your intuition to be your guide as you gather, release. Beautiful. Rooting through that front foot and that hind foot down, coming in for that pyramid pose. So feet are rooted, legs are straightened. The hinge begins coming from the hips. Being mindful that you're not hyperextending the knees. Always a micro bend in the knees in yoga to create happy and healthy joints, because your joints matter, my friend. As the hands come from the hips, creating a line of energy from the sit bones to the top of your head. Hinge forward, wherever you are in your mobility and flexibility in the hamstrings will be different day to day. So find where you are. You can reach for the top of the thigh, the shin, or you can reach down for a set of blocks, finding strength in the pyramid pose. Welcome the breath in. Intuitively let the breath dissipate, finding your fluidity within your movement, finding a little stillness here, gathering the strength from the pyramid. Triangles are said to be one of the most powerful, strong base shapes with their 3 sides, and 3 is such a beautiful, powerful number. So drawing that in wherever you are. Awesome work. Coming in for that Virabhadrasana 3, Warrior 3. Hands can reach down for the first variation. Really root that foot down and then start by hovering the heel up. You can lengthen the leg long wherever you are in your practice. Find focus. You can airplane the arms back. You can find a Namaste Mudra, a prayer. Hands can airplane out, or more advanced as hands reach above, finding strength and length from fingertips to toes, really pressing the earth away, being intuitive with your breath here. Focus. As you exhale, that hind foot reaches down, coming for a tabletop hands and knees position. Exhale, diving the navel down for a cow pose, finding an arching of the spine. Inhale, rounding through the spine for cat pose, really finding this flexion and the arching of the spine, intuitively tapping into what is it that you need. Exhaling the left hand down as you neutral the spine, and the right hand reaches up for threading of the needle. Exhale, palm reaches through, finding the sweet spot on the forehead. A block can be an amazing way to help alleviate any neck tension or tightness here, finding a little relaxation and rest in the body as you do a little intuitive scan of the spine and the shoulder. Inhaling fully, exhaling completely, finding that rooting with the hand down on the earth. Beautiful. And coming in for the opposite side, left hand reaches up and threading through the opposite side. The head again finds that sweet spot as you welcome the breath in, countering this threading of the needle posture, intuitively tapping into whatever your spine and shoulders are communicating with you. Is it pain? Is it ease? Is it stagnation? Whatever it is, just be with it. Lovely work. Welcome that breath in. Coming back to a center in a tabletop position, meeting in a hero's pose, bringing the palms, kissing palms to the heart center, and truly allowing your intuition be turned on today, allowing your morning be guided by those inner whisperings of your spirit, of your light, and trusting that your awakening is truly happening on its own divine timing. Welcoming that breath in, exhaling, being open to whatever supported miracles are to happen today, and truly being open to listening to your inner callings. The love and the light within me honors and acknowledges the love and the light within you, my lovely light. Namaste. Thank you so much for showing up today. Remember that your awakening is a journey. It's not about progress or perfection. I hope you enjoyed today's practice. Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to join me tomorrow for the next day of this lovely 30 days of yoga.